IUBMB Trainee Initiative is now on Instagram and Twitter at IUBMB_trainee. And we really hope you'll support us by joining us. And there's nothing like in it for me in terms of trying to get you to follow or anything, but there's a lot in it for you, as well as for signing up to be a friends of the IUBMB Trainee Initiative, and basically stay up to date on what's going on with us. And so what is us, as I told you about last week, the IUBMB Trainee Initiative is a group of students and postdocs from around the world. And so we have this leadership committee that's planning a bunch of really cool stuff. And we're planning events and workshops, all sorts of things, really targeted at students and postdocs, all levels, under the broad biochemistry field. And we really want to help make the sense of community among everyone, and really help break down some borders and barriers, and really help make biochemistry more accessible, make academia more accessible if you're trying to, in terms of navigating the various systems in different countries, establishing a career for yourself in any sort of field in biochemistry, learning more about what's going on in biochemistry, in a really just low stress environment. So the IUBMB, the International Union of Biochemistry and Molecular Biology, is this really, really great organization, and they have member organizations around the world, regional organizations. So we encourage you to go and find your regional organization and become a member. There's typically a small fee associated with that. But you get a lot of career benefits, as well as being eligible for various awards and scholarships and fellowships and that sort of thing. You can also sign up on our mailing list to become a friend of the IUBMB. When you do this, this is totally free. You'll be on our list so that we can keep you up to date with what's going on with us, as well as point you towards some of the various aspects of the regional societies that you might be able to take advantage of. But you don't have to be a member of one of those societies. We just encourage you to do so if you can. And we are going to schedule some workshops on career things, and we have a really, really, as well as just scientific topics, various ways to get involved. And we have a really, really cool first event planned, but I can't tell you about that now because we're still working out the details and stuff. But as soon as we have those finalized, I'll tell you all about it, and I'm really, really excited. I can tell you that much. And so in the meantime, we're going to start posting things on our social media accounts. So on our Twitter and on our Instagram. Remember, that's at IUBMB_trainee. And so we're going to be introducing you over the next coming weeks to the members of our leadership committee. So we're led by Elyse Fischer, and our co-chair is Osvaldo Contreras. And we have a great representation of people from around the world and representing the different membership societies of the IUBMB. We've been getting together for meetings and doing a lot of chatting and that sort of thing, and we've got some really cool ideas planned. And so we want to introduce you to all of these really cool people that are doing this work behind the scenes. And so we're going to be tweeting and Instaing and stuff more about us. And then we're also going to start sharing resources and sharing information about various things going on in the different IUBMB regional societies, as well as the things that we have planned for you guys. And we really, speaking of what we have planned for this, we really want your input on that. So please let us know what types of things that you would find most beneficial. What type of things do you think would be most relevant to you, to the international biochemistry trainee people around the world? What do you want to know? There's a lot of societies and stuff. There's a lot of organizations and committees and stuff geared towards different aspects and different specialized things, but we really want to help unite all of these great things that are going on and help really build this sense of community among the trainees and students, and really make us feel comfortable create this comfortable environment where we can all discuss don't worry about like being embarrassed or that sort of thing, because we're trainees. We're here to learn, and we can learn a lot from one another, and we can learn a lot from the people that we're going to invite to talk to us. And so really, especially with the pandemic, it's been kind of hard. Like, we haven't been able to do like in-person meetings and stuff. But we've also discovered that we can do so much with this in this technical age, where we can do things via Zoom, we can do things with all these chatting apps and that sort of thing. And so I've really come to realize this, with the help of the IUBMB and Dr. Alexandra Newton, just how important this like international collaboration can be. And how it doesn't have to be nearly as intimidating as it seems, and also how young people can have a lot of power. And so when early in the pandemic, when I made some graphics about how the PCR test for COVID-19 worked, and the IUBMB helped me get them translated into like close to 30 languages, I think. And almost all of my translators from all around the world were trainees, were students, were postdocs. And we were able to really make a difference. And in the hard times of the pandemic, that was like one thing that helped keep me going, was like knowing that I was doing something that could help. And I couldn't have done it without these great fellow trainees around the world. And that's just one little example of how trainees can be making an impact, as well as how trainees from around the world can work together. I made some really great like friends I haven't even met in person, but it's really just, it's part of the reason why I'm really, really excited about this initiative. And so I really hope that you'll join us, and that, so become a friend of the society. You'll get like newsletters, you'll get kept up to date. We're not going to like spam you or anything, but we want to know like a little bit more about you and what things that you might have interest in. So we have like a little form that you can fill out. We're not, like I said, we're not doing this to advertise to you or do anything like sell your stuff to anybody. No. We just want to know a little bit more about you so we can help better serve you, and be able to keep you up to date on what we have going on. And we really just, we're just a really excited, enthusiastic group. We're so grateful to have the support of the IUBMB, and especially Dr. Alexandra Newton. And we want to tell you more about us over the coming weeks, and we want to learn more about you and what you want, what you think would be most helpful for us, from us. More about our initiative and that sort of thing in a post from last week, and I'll link to it here. But thank you, and I'm just really excited about this, and I'm so grateful for all of the great people that are working on the leadership committee, especially our fearless leaders, Elyse and Osvaldo. So thank you all, and thank you to everybody, and I hope that you will follow us, because we really just are trying to build this community at this point. So that's at IUBMB_trainee, and hope to see you soon. Last thing, our webpage is going to go live next week, hopefully, and we'll have bios of all of us, as well as information about us and events and that sort of thing. And so we'll be sure to let you know about when it's live on our social media channels. And thanks again, and go biochemistry.